this is the infamous Orcust Maliss list, huh?
I don't know about that. I'm not that good.
Oh, Dark Monsters, Link Summoning. It's
No,
the lines.
Willie's the Orcust god.
Willie?
Yeah. The guy who got first at Nats.
Crazy work. Anyways,
Shout out to him.
what'd you do?
This is the New York takeover. Well, not really New York. I was only in Buffalo and Rochester. But this is the list I took with trying to take over all the locals that I could.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, this is the list I played.
Okay. How do you think you did before we got into the profile?
I will say that I did not take over New York. I got second 3 times, and I lost 2. I would have got to play 1 more, but I had to leave early. But it's all right.
Unfortunate. Any shout outs before we start the video?
Yeah. Shout out to Millennium Games, West New York Games, and what's the other one? Heart of the Games.
Okay.
Those are like the 3 I had the best experience at, hands down. And then also shout out to Dominic for seeing us at Nats, and he lives in Rochester. Great guy. Shout out to Adam, who invited me into the chat and was super welcoming and told me where all the locals was and everything. Couldn't have done everything I did without him.
Awesome.
And then also shout out to Kaz. Kaz, if you're watching this, we're enemies, and
Okay.
we're gonna run it back. But I could not beat him to save my life.
Running it back is crazy.
Yeah, he beat me twice. So
Well, I guess we're going to have to cook him at the YCS.
yeah, we are. He said he'll be there, so you know.
Nice. Let's get into the video.
All right, so for this, I played Maliss, and then so my list was I played 2 Dormouse, 2 White Rabbit, 2 Chessy Cat, 3 March Hare. This is pretty standard. Some people play 2 or 3 of this. I just chose to play 2 because I wanted to see more non-engine. I want to keep it as close to 40 as possible.
Okay. Makes sense.
For the backup engine, I played 3 backup, 1 wizard. There was a guy there playing 3 wizard. He's diabolical. Don't do that.
Okay.
And yeah, this works out great. Some people have been cutting this down to 2 wizard because they play I Meet You and all that. But I think that this is just correct because you want to open backup. If so, you don't have to go into Cyber's Wicked.
Okay.
So for the non-engine, I played 3 Fua, 3 Ash, 3 Droll, 3 Nib. So I was changing this list back and forth while I was over there. This is the last list that I played while I was there. This card is great. I was not playing any of the other lists before the last one. And the last one I played, I got second. It's one of the times I got second. But all these are great. This card is insane. And people sleep on this card and they don't respect it. And I ended up losing to Kos one time because I did not respect it. And he just held it long enough. So this card can definitely win games.
Do you think it would be better inside of the new format of Justice Hunters?
Yes, I do, because you don't have to worry about cards like Cross, because Maliss is, Razio's probably going to be dead. But not many decks are putting, they're not going to put up enough, especially to deal with Nib and something else before 5 summons. So like they can't deal with Nib Imperm, Nib Droll, Nib whatever, under 5 summons like that. At least I don't think so.
Okay.
So lastly, I played 3 Bestials. Some people play 6, some people play 5, some people play 1. I think this is just enough. I was playing 2 Baldrake at the start, and I ended up cutting it because I saw it a little too much. And yeah.
And Bestials are good.
They are, especially in this deck. And then I played 2 Field Spell, 1 Gold Sark. These just get the names, and they're crazy. This card is, I love this card. And this card not being ashable is fantastic. So,
Awesome.
I did not play Terraforming. I ended up cutting it because I wanted more non-engine slots. Because Terraforming is just Droll bait, and then if you get Droll, you won't be able to Cyber's Wicked or backup or whatever. So
Okay.
the last 2 spells: Call by, Mouse in the Mirror. I did not use the banish effect of this card one time because it never came up, and that might be why I got second. So.
It's such a good effect.
Yeah, I should probably look into that more, but it never came up for me specifically, so I should take note of that.
And call by is just call by.
Call by is great. Call by Lancia is great. And then for the traps, I played 3 Imperm, 3 Dominus Impulse, and then 1 MTP, 1 GBC.
Okay. So it's the normal trap lineup.
Correct. There was one list where I cut Imperm. That is a no-no. Do not do that. This card is great.
Say Imperm Impulse is crazy.
It is. It very much is. Especially when you have a trap engrave and you get to destroy it. It cooks.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
that was the list. I believe this is 41. For a lot of the while, I was playing 40 cards because there was also like Allure of the Darkness I was playing and other lists and all that. And if you guys want to see that list, I'll show it. But I ended up cutting all that because it's not really necessary. If it doesn't get to names or it doesn't interrupt the opponent, it's not really that good.
Was there anything about the main deck you would have changed, seeing as how you didn't do like the greatest at New York? Do you think is the main deck or anything like that?
I wish that I played Nib sooner. I definitely wish that, and I definitely wish I cut Allure sooner because that was hurting me a lot. So, but you live and you learn.
Okay.
For the extra deck, for the ones, I played Almirage, Lingaribo, Link Spider. These all came up. These are great. This card came up in particular because having a normal summon Droll or something like that and make this to be able to backup play is insane, and people don't look for that.
Yeah.
And then when you get nibbed, it never mattered.
And we didn't play Almirage for Nats because
I'm bad.
Yeah. Okay, moving on.
Next we have Osiris Wicked, Splash Mage, SP Dark.
Where's the QCR SP?
I am not a high roller like that, but I do have a QCR Splash Mage.
Okay.
So this lineup was great. I ended up using this way more than I thought, especially in the mirror. You could take your opponent's Dormouse or take your opponent's whatever, and then use that to start your lines if you don't have any, because I opened up no engine quite often.
Yeah.
So, and then Cybers Wicked being a mini towers, and some people not knowing what this card does somehow is crazy. People trying to ogre this card and everything is just great.
Did you ever miss the IP plays?
Maybe like once or twice, but it was never like, oh, I definitely won the game if I IP'd here.
Okay.
So, yeah. And then for the threes, Cryptor, Ransom, and Binder.
Oh God, yes.
Yeah, I got these foreign at Nats, and then these are the best cards. I ended up making Cryptor early a lot to be able to banish it off Binder, bring it back, banish my opponent's card. That came up so much, so not misplaying and making the Cryptor your last play and making it your first play. Some people don't think about that. So
Okay.
And then for the 4s and up, I played Firewall, Bomber, Access Code, Allied.
So I think the only question like anyone would have for the extra deck is A, how was the second Lingaribo, and B, how was the Bomber play without IP?
Second Lingaribo was fantastic. I would never cut that card. There's so many times where it comes up, especially like in the mirror or against a deck that can play Purge, and you end up negating the Purge or something like that, and then having another backup line the next turn. Also, Bomber is fantastic, and I only use Bomber really for a backup play if my main line gets stopped, because I don't know too many decks that are playing through 2 to 3 board wipes or monster wipes.
Oh yeah.
So I didn't really need this with IP. Didn't really come up that much. Having March Hair into White Binder, into Banishing 3, and then pop or whatever.
Okay.
Or Bestials or something like that.
Awesome. Any changes you would make to the extra deck?
No, not really. This room actually did really good. I'm really well with how the extra deck was. The only thing I wish I did was played Almirage at Nats, because that would have came up.
Yeah.
That would have came up.
All right.
Let's shoot it off into the
For
side
the
deck.
extra deck, firstly, shout out Kwaulliti.
The boys. No Lucas.
Yeah, unfortunately, Lucas could not be there the whole time, so he didn't get to play. But I love this team. They're the best. Hopefully we get to see him at the next Nats. So, but anyway, side deck. 3 Lancia, because Maliss sucks, and we want to stop them. Orcus 2. This card came up against Orcus. There was a lot more Orcus there than I thought, and this card cooks them just as much as it cooks me. So
Sick.
I chose a side 3 Perulia. I sided this for Nats as well, and I did not play against that many riders though. I played against like the entire 2 weeks I was there. I played against like maybe 2. Ooh. And me thinking that it was being the best deck, that people are going to be on it. Turns out a lot of people weren't. People were trying to play fun decks because Nats had just ended.
Yeah.
And they want to test out their new goo that they got or whatever.
People are off the meta right now.
Yeah,
There's
they
no
are.
point.
So this card did not come up for as much as I thought it would.
Okay.
Lastly, Mistaken Arrest. This card cooks. This card cooks any deck, besides maybe Maliss, because you can vanish and get around it.
Of course.
But for Mitsu Raziel, for Pure Mitsu, for Blue Eyes, for whatever, this card is crazy. I played 2 Michu. I was originally playing Thrust with AI Michu, and I took Thrust out because there's so many times that you brick or you have only non-engine or whatever, and you're solely reliant on your opponent interacting with your non-interactive hand, that you have to thrust for AI Michu to play.
Exactly.
And there's so many times where my opponent didn't ash me or didn't bestial me or what, or didn't activate anything, so I couldn't thrust and I couldn't get to AI Michu or I couldn't get to whatever. So that's why I cut thrust and I just played the 2 AI Michu, hoping I draw that or the 3 backup.
Yeah, of course. And me too, that you play through Lancia better, which is like the deck killer.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And then lastly, I played 1 Talents in the side deck.
God, yes.
And then these were originally thrust, but I chose to side them out for Metal Tronus.
Metal Tronus.
Metal Tronus is absolutely insane. This card is crazy. You target whatever, and you get to summon whatever. Like in the mirror, you can summon your Cryptor. You can summon a White Binder. You can summon whatever. And if you summon the same name, you can banish them both, which is not really good. But you can summon a Bestial to out the Chaos Hunter. You can summon Dormouse, or you can summon whatever. Like it's insane. You can summon IP to make your stuff undestroyable. Like it's crazy. It's crazy.
Okay.
And I wish I played this for Nats. I wish I played this the entire event, or the entire 2 weeks I was in New York, but I didn't.
When people on the old goo.
Correct. And if I would have played this, I would have definitely did better. I believe. But I have it now, and it's doing great. I think it's fantastic.
Love to see it. Love to see it. All right. Now, another thing, we obviously already asked you if you think you took over, but do you have another trip set up soon? And do you think you're going to be taking Maliss to that?
I do not have another trip set up soon, but if I do, I'll definitely announce it on the page or something like that. Or if any of the quality members have a trip, we'll let someone know. But the next format is supposed to start in roughly a week. Once Justice Hunters comes out, I'm assuming that all the quality members will be changing decks. I don't know if I'm gonna keep playing Maliss or whatever, because I'm not gonna rush it to pick up all the stuff for the new set. However, Yummy looks great. Drake Hotel looks great. K9 looks great. Everything looks great. It's gonna be a crazy format. It's also the start to the regional season. Columbus is tomorrow. We're definitely going. If you're there, see us there. Come say hi. Jordan will give you a starlight. And but I'm just excited to see what this format brings. If I'm still playing Maliss, you'll definitely see it. If I'm playing something else, you'll see it. If I choose to play War Rocks, you'll definitely see it.
All right.
So yeah.
Awesome. Well, we appreciate the profile. Hopefully we get a Columbus deck profile,
Yeah, that's what we want.
All right. Well, see it.